Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, teach well, and who I learned this truth from. Peace and blessings to the elect of Israel out there that's pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. Alright, this lesson is going to be about order, and not being lifted up with pride. It's going to be a response video to Elder Apostle Gabar's video on brute beast, alright, and novices, and how people come into this thing very quickly and learn a few things and they get lifted up with pride, alright, and that's something that you don't want to do. You want to stay humble with all that getting. When you get gifts from the Most High with, Yahweh Shem Shai, it's very important to stay humble and to realize that that's a gift, all right? And it's not of you that got it, all right? This is 1 Corinthians 14 and 40. It says, let all things be done decently and in order, all right? And the order has been established. If you learn from somebody, you shouldn't think yourself greater than them. And that's just that, all right? Let's see. I'm going to read Luke 14 and 8. It says, this is a parable, of course. It says, when thou art bidden of any man to a wedding, sit not down in the highest room, lest a more honorable man than thou be bidden of him. So if you try to, start talking with the upper people, the higher ups in your business, and people are like, hey, get out of the way, I'm trying to do business here, you're going to be sent away in shame, right? All right. It says, and he that bade thee and him come and say to thee, give this man place, and thou begin with shame to take the lowest room. You're going to be sent off shameful because, they're not trying to deal with you right now. But it says, but when thou art bidden, go and sit down in the lowest room, that when he that bade thee cometh, he may say unto thee, friend, go up higher. Then shalt thou have worship in the presence of them that sit at meat with thee. So you start off with a good impression. If somebody says, hey, come up here, man, come join us. or I'm going to use this analogy. You might have had to sit at the kids table when you're younger at family events, all right, but when you got invited to come up and to join the big kid table, it's like you got to be worshipped more. And that word worship just means honor. It says, for whosoever exalteth himself shall be abased, and he that humbleth himself shall be exalted. And that word abased, check this out. It says, behave in a way that belittles or degrades you. So if you're trying to exalt yourself, you're going to be belittled. You're going to be degraded. All right? And it's the you're going to be humiliated. All right? So, don't try to get on that level. All right? Just because you learned a few scriptures doesn't mean that you know everything. All right? Because the apostles and elders that I've learned from, they constantly say that, they're not the best. They could always do better. They could always learn more. They don't know everything. They do say that they have 100% truth, which they do, and we do, because I'm a member of them. I believe that I'm part of that same body. Because what we're saying is 100% true. But there's still a lot of information that's part of that 100% truth. All right. Let's see. This is 1 Timothy 3 and 5. For if a man know not how to rule his own house, how shall he take care of the church of the Most High? Because you got a lot of people that, want to be that top guy. They want to be King David. They want to be Moses. They want to be damn near Yahushua. Some might even want to be a Yahushua. Some people think that they might actually be Yahushua. Who knows? Alright? It says, not a novice, lest being lifted up with pride, he fall into the condemnation of the devil. Alright? So not as an upstart, not as a newcomer, not as, a rookie. Lest being lifted up with pride, he fall into the condemnation of the devil. Oh, so now there was a running back, or he might have been a fullback for the Denver Broncos. His last name was McFadden. I can't think of his first name. But he had an incredible rookie year, right? But with that, he thought he was hot shit. He deserved a better pay grade, which he got. But he fell off after that because he didn't feel like he needed to put in the work, the same amount of work. He got what he wanted and didn't feel the need to push any harder. And that's the same thing that you see with these reprobates, these people that don't want to submit themselves with the order because they don't want to submit. Here. All right, I'm going to grab this. Romans 10:2. It says, "For I bear them record that they have a zeal of the Most High, but not according to knowledge. For they, being ignorant of the Most High's righteousness, and going about to establish their own righteousness, have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of the Most High." So they want to establish their own thing. They don't want the reward that's promised to them. All right, and they don't want that. They don't really want that kingdom of heaven that's promised in by Yahweh Shai. Eternal life, being under Yahweh and King David. They want to be established in that. They want to establish their own righteousness in this kingdom and be uplifted. And that's why you see when all these people, or these reprobates, try to establish their own thing. Once they get what they want, they stop doing the work. Same thing with that McFadden dude. He performed a great rookie year. He did a lot for the team. And then next year came around, he got that big fat paycheck, and then he just quit performing. Same thing with these rookies, man. They get lifted up. They think that they know it all. They go to establish their own thing. They get what they want. They get that little bit of fame. And then they just die off, man. Their effort isn't there anymore. Because the Most High wasn't really dealing with them. That's why the scriptures say this. This is Matthew 7:21. It says, "Not every one that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven." Because you have those examples today. They're calling on the name Yahweh Bashim El Shai. They know the breakdowns, but they're not really doing the will of their Father because they don't know how to conduct themselves. Sure, they go out on the highways and byways and preach, but they're not acting brotherly. They're not being brotherly. They don't know how to be humble. All right? Let's see. This is Luke 12:48. But he that knew not and did commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with few stripes. For unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall much required. So these people, they want that top position, but they don't understand that with that, much is required. And they don't honor that either. They can't see that the men set above them are dealing with a whole lot, and they actually need your help. You could actually be a help unto them and relieve that. All right, it says, and to whom men have committed much, of him they will ask the more. So, I mean, that Uncle Ben saying in Spider-Man, to great power is required great responsibility. That's basically what that's saying. This is Matthew 25:21. It says, his Lord said unto him, well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I'll make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into thy joy of the Lord. So I mean, you should want to be the bottom. The first shall be last, and the last shall be first. If you take that humble and low road, and you do everything you can to help brothers, whether it be you buying waters for camp, or you're holding signs, or you're reading scriptures, you don't have to be that guy in the limelight, man. Because this truth goes out no matter what. As long as you're putting forth the effort, the Most High sees what you're doing. You don't have to be seen by the eyes of men. All right. Let's see it. Second Chronicles. Yeah, this is Second Chronicles 1:7. And that night did the Most High appear unto Solomon, and said unto him, ask what I shall give thee. And Solomon said unto the Most High, thou hast showed great mercy and unto David my father, and hast made me to reign in his stead. And he recognized that, he gave honor to his father. That's something that a lot of people in my generation don't understand. Is giving honor to their father, knowing what he went through. Even though he wasn't perfect, we still honor it, and we still learn from his mistakes. All right. Verse 9, it says, now, O Lord, power, let let thy promise unto David my father be established, for thou hast made me king over a people like the dust of the Lord in multitude. So this is Solomon acknowledging what the Most High has given unto him. He's saying, Barakta Yahweh Bashem Al Shai. He said, let thy promise unto David my father be established. For thou hast made me king over a people like the dust of the earth and multitude. Give me now wisdom and knowledge. All right, he didn't say, pay attention to this verse. It says, give me now wisdom and knowledge, that I may go out and come in before this people. For who can judge this thy people that is so great? All right, he didn't say, give me now wisdom and knowledge so I can be the smartest person in the world. He said, no, I want wisdom and knowledge so I can rule over this people. All right, that's so great. All right, and the Most High said unto Solomon, because this was in thine heart, and thou hast not asked riches, wealth, or honor, nor the life of thine enemies. It says, or honor. He didn't ask for honor. All right? Nor the life of thine enemies, which is what a lot of these prideful people want. Is they want all the people above them to fall out the truth so they can be that guy to bring all Israel together. Neither yet hast asked long life, but hast asked wisdom and knowledge for thyself, that thou mayest judge my people. Once again, he said, but that hast asked wisdom and knowledge for thyself, that thou mayest judge my people. All right? over whom I have made thee king. So, of course, you know how it goes. He was given wisdom and knowledge, and also he was given all the wealth, riches, honor. But that's the thing, is Solomon wanted wisdom and knowledge so that he could rule, so he could judge his people, so he could take care of his people first. All right, it wasn't like a self righteous thing. He didn't want it for himself. He wanted it for the least person in his kingdom, man. That's what you people have to understand, is that if you want that, if you want that top position, you have to come low first, and that's repeated throughout the scriptures. All right, so with that, I hope this video was edifying to the elect. All right, so with that, shalom.